a drink. A drink for my daughter. Maybe this is a soft drink.
Thank you, Michaela, for setting the standards nice and high.
Burn!
No sarcasm in Dad, even though you and Mum have the opinion that your parent is not your best friend, Thank you, Olivia. Okay, I'll start again. Dad, even though you and Mum have the opinion that the parent cannot be your best friend, because you're a parent, but I might make the exception because you are my best friend. My best friend that is 50. Like best friends, we have our inside jokes that we can say in front of Mom and Michaela, and they're funny for two reasons. One, because it is funny to us, and two, because Mom and Michaela pull this really funny expression like they have no idea what we're talking about. But you're making me laugh, and that's all that matters. So thank you for making me laugh. You're also like my best friend because you're someone I feel like that I can confide in, especially for the days that I feel extremely stressed. But I have to wait until you finish watching the SBN. So thank you for listening to me. You're also like my best friend because on most days you act like my age too. And it's always nice to have another person my age around the house. And no matter how annoyed Michaela gets, it's always funny. So thank you for making me smile. You're also my best friend because if I fall down, you laugh at me. Maybe because I banged into something, tripped over something, or I landed in the worst position possible, or I fell over in the most ridiculous ways. But after a minute of laughing, you find the strength in your abdominal muscles to lift me up. So thank you for laughing at me. You're also the kind of dad that no matter how bad of a day it is, I always seem to make you smile. So thank you for making me happy. And most of all, I can't put into a speech all of the reasons why I'm thankful for you. So I figured out how to sum it all up. Thank you for being my dad. Happy birthday.
Two very hard acts to follow, but not really. Well done. Sorry? No phone, I'm old school.
You're on the same order with the paper.
Bit of pen and paper. We're such rebels. So first of all, I want to thank everybody who is here tonight, people that have travelled a long way. Sean and I met 22 years ago. And within a month I knew that Sean was the person for me. Although it took Sean a month, yes, it took him a few more years to but that's another story and we won't go there. Sean is a wonderful man, he's got many admirable traits, but the standout aspect of Sean is I had incredible, but I've rubbed it out and put extraordinary capacity to maintain relationships with his family and with his friends. And I was thinking about whether that's a gift, but it's just pure motivation from him through love for all the people in his life. His family, all the Rudders and others, and the Horns and others that are here tonight. His very special Emma, his little blister. Savon and Charlie, who aren't here but are looking down on us, I know would be very proud of the person he's become. His friends, most of them that are here are long-time friends and are very special and precious to Sean, I know. Tonight we think of little Sean that's on the other side of the world. And we're taking this for little Sean. Hello, little Sean. And the Canadian connection, we could fill another whole room with Sean's Canadians nearest and dearest. Sean attracts Canadians. It's like a honey to a pot. When we came back from our trip at the end of 2005 and we were separated and I was with Michaela vomiting for 9 hours and Sean was over on the other side of the plane, got off the plane, he goes, "You'll never guess who I met." I'm going, "It's Canadian, isn't it?" Yes, yes, they're going to Adelaide and they're going to come and stay with us in January. I think that's fantastic. In fact, when I first met Sean, he said, oh, there's a Canadian friend coming. It's Debbie. She's coming in 2 weeks. Oh, okay, great. 2 months later, there's another Canadian friend. It's Cheryl. She's coming. She'll be here for a month. Oh, okay. And then about 4 months after that, there was another Canadian friend who was also a girl. And I said, did you meet any Canadian men?
They're all ugly.
And then, thankfully, John.
He's gay.
John and Doug came to stay, so he's got many special Canadian friends, Brenda and Colleen and Doug and Steve and John. And so I just, we all want to wish you the very best, happiest 50th birthday because you deserve it.
That's a bit of a hard act to follow. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to get that order right. It's very important. I was reminiscing with Emma. Thank you for everyone for being here tonight. I truly appreciate it. That's first and foremost. I was reminiscing with Emma earlier in the week, just before I sort of went on a bit of a downhill slide with my health, about a moment in my life was when I was 10 years old. And there was a moment which Simon was chairing. There was Simon, Charlie, Emma and myself in a room in Huntersville, and we were talking about the future. And we were talking about that moment in time, all those years down the track. And Simon, who was the eldest, she was the one who was best at math. And so she was saying, on the 13th of April, 2011, I'm going to be 50. And she said, Sean, on the 12th of December 2014, you're going to be 50. And that day was so far in the future, it was ridiculous. Like we're talking 1972, 1974 maybe, 73, 74. And then I look around this room today and I just look at the life now which I've got and how everything sort of has just happened in my life. And I could never imagine it when I was a 10-year-old boy. All those incredible things which I found. The first thing I found, or one of the first things a little later in my life was Kay. I found Kay, and in finding Kay I just had a love which, you know, she says it took a month. You know, I knew the moment which I met Kay, even though I got her name wrong. Thanks, Nook. Even though I got a name wrong, which is a funny story in itself, I just knew the moment I met Kay that she was the girl I was looking for all my life. And we had these two beautiful girls who I'm so proud of tonight, and I'm proud of every day of my life. And I've just got a life which I can only wish for everybody who's young and who's got a future ahead of them. The connections I've made in this life are just unbelievable. I look around the room and Martina's probably the one lady in this room here tonight. I've known Martina for 16 years. And I think everybody else of my friends in the room tonight, you're the one who has, I've known people for 30 years. Martina, like 16 is probably the sort of the bottom mark. And I think that's pretty good. Because I sort of started my list tonight and I was thinking of people who are 20 plus year friends. And it's just incredible that I can sort of be in this room tonight and see you all and just have that history, which can only come with life. I feel blessed. I feel thankful for my health. I feel thankful for the time which I now have with my work and with my life, that I can spend more time with you all. And I just feel that I've got the time now which I can be the best husband I can be, the best dad I can be, the best nephew I can be, the best brother I can be, the best uncle I can be, the best godfather I can be, the best cousin I can be, and the best friend I can be. All of those. A special shout out tonight for the people who have travelled. I really want to appreciate the people who have travelled. Sandy has travelled from Perth tonight, 3,000 kilometres to be here tonight. cousin Jess and her beautiful husband have travelled tonight over 1,000 kilometres to be here tonight. Peter and Judy have driven over 900 kilometres to be here tonight. And my friend Jenny over the back there, she was a bit of a sneaky one. She sort of came in. I didn't actually Google how far it is between Pottsville and, because we've got a Pottsville connection. So we've got Pottsville, the Pottsville surprise came in both Luke and Justin and Joe, and also Jenny. They surprised me tonight, so I wasn't able to Google how far it is from Sydney to Pottsville. But I can estimate around about 900 kilometres, and so thank you guys. And we can't forget Auntie Betty over here. She's covered a whole 5 minutes. And sorry, I did forget Jenny and Greg from Dubbo. Thank you very much to Jenny and Greg for travelling down from Dubbo. And also the guys from Central Coast. Thank you very much. I really want to appreciate everybody tonight. Thank you for coming. And I know the young ones are kind of anxious to sort of get on with having some cake, and so I'm going to stop now. But please feel free to come back at the end. We've got some drinks back at our place. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is at our place as well. So please come back afterwards and come back and keep on celebrating. Thank you all.
Sure can. What?
Thank you.